Hi there, I'm Natasha Jonathan. I'm a crochet tutor and designer at My Creative Butterfly. I teach crochet through my courses, classes, and patterns, not just as a hobby, but also as a tool that will help you get more mindful in everything that you do. I've been crocheting for over 25 years now, and I've taught over 2,500 students globally. Welcome to my YouTube channel, and if you like what you learned today, don't forget to like and subscribe, and also don't forget to hit that notification button so that you do not miss out on any of the new tutorials that I put out. In this tutorial today, we'll see how to crochet these pretty quick and easy flower hoop earrings. These are very quick to make and would make a perfect last minute gift for someone special, or you can make one for yourself to show some self love. This is a simple and elegant design that can be worn with any kind of outfit. And also this is very easy to personalize. You can easily change the thread color, the hoop size to personalize it as per your personal preference. Uh, Also, it uses very minimum materials, so you can easily make it with the thread and the hook that is lying around in the house. So before we begin with the actual tutorial, let me show you the tools and materials that you'll need in order to crochet this pretty hoop earring for yourself. So the first thing that I'm using is the thread. I'm using a 100% cotton size 10 thread. This has a metallic string to it. If you want, you can use the plain cotton thread also. That would do just fine. But I like the shimmer that this silver string that is added to this cotton gives to the thread. So I'm using this one. With this, you'll need a 2 mm crochet hook. I'm using an ergonomic crochet hook. Then you'll need tapestry needle for weaving in the ends for finishing off your earring, a sharp pair of scissors for cutting off the thread, and then you'll need some hoops. I'm using very small half inch to 3/4 inch diameter small wire hoops. You can use bigger hoops as well if you want, but then you'll have to modify the pattern a little. I'm using silver because this one has a silver string to it. If you're using a thread like this one has a golden string to it. So for this one, I'll be using the golden hoops. So the hoop will depend upon the metal that you have in the thread. You can also use a metallic thread like this one. This has a blue metallic to it. So with this, you can use either silver or the golden hoop. So, and also there is no hard and fast rule that for the silver strand you have to use a silver hoop only. You can definitely do a silver one in a golden hoop, but I prefer to match the color of the metallic color of the thread with the hoop wire color of the hoop. So this is all the tools and materials that you'll need. Now let us see how to actually crochet the earrings. So for this hoop, we are not going to start with the slip knot. I'm just going to directly start crocheting. So just hold the hoop here in front of the thread like this, and then just do a single crochet in the hoop. So I'm going to go under the hoop and do a single crochet over the hoop like this. So we're not going to count this as a stitch. To do one more single crochet, this will be your first stitch. Now do 2 chains and then again do a single crochet in the hoop. Again do 2 chains and one more single crochet in the hoop. Keep repeating this pattern, 2 chains and a single crochet, till you have a total of 5 2 chain gaps on the hoop. So 2 chains, single crochet, again 2 chains and a single crochet, and one more time. So now I have 1 2 3 4 and 5 gaps. So now with this your first row is complete. Now for doing the second row, I'm going to turn the work over. So for turning, I'll do a chain 1, then turn the work, and then we'll start with doing a slip stitch in the first chain 2 gap that we have here. Do a slip stitch here like this, and then we are going to start doing the petals. So the first petal is small, so for the small petal we are going to do double crochet stitches. So we'll start with chain 2 and then do 2 double crochet stitches in this chain 2 gap, 1 and 2, and then do chain 2 again, and then do a slip stitch in the same chain 2 gap. So with this, the first small petal is done. Now we'll do the second petal that is slightly bigger than this one. So that will be done with triple crochet stitches. So go in the next chain 2 gap, do a slip stitch, then do 3 chains, 1, 2 and 3. For doing double crochets, we usually do 2 chains, and for doing triple crochets, we'll do 3 chains. Now do 2 triple crochets in the same chain 2 gap. Now again do chain 3, 1, 2 and 3, and then do a slip stitch in the same chain 2 gap here. So with this, the second petal is done. Now for the third petal, again I'm going to do triple crochets, and we are going to increase its height with a picot. So for starting the third petal, again do a slip stitch in the next chain 2 gap, then do chain 3, 1, 2 and 3, then again do 2 triple crochets in the same gap. So this is 1, and do one more, 2. Now we are going to do a picot. So for doing a picot, do chain 3, 1, 2 and 3, and then we'll do a slip stitch at the base of this chain 3. So for doing a slip stitch, I'm going to insert the hook in the front loop of the previous double crochet and this vertical bar here, and we are going to do a slip stitch here. There are a number of different ways to do a picot, so you can do a picot in whichever method you prefer. I prefer this, so I always use this method to do a picot. Now I'm going to do 2 more triple crochets in the same chain 2 gap. Now to finish this petal, again do chain 3, 1, 2 and 3, and then do a slip stitch in the same chain 2 gap. So we are done with more than half of the hoop. Now I'm going to repeat the same pattern for these 2 petals, for these 2 chain gaps. In this one I'm going to do the medium petal, that is this one, and in the last one we are going to do the small petal. So we are going to repeat the exact same pattern. Go in the next chain 2 gap, do a slip stitch, chain 3, then 2 triple crochets in the same chain 2 gap. Now do chain 3 again, 1, 2 and 3, and then do a slip stitch in the same chain 2 gap. Now go in the last one, last chain 2 gap, do a slip stitch. Now we are going to do this small petal. This was done with double crochets. So I'm going to do chain 2, then 2 double crochets in the same chain 2 gap, 1 and 2, then again chain 2 and do a slip stitch in the same chain 2 space. Now to finish it off, I'm just going to do a slip stitch in the first single crochet that we did in row 1. Do a slip stitch and the earring is done. So now to finish it off, I'm just going to cut off the thread, leaving a long 4-5 inch tail so that we can easily weave it in. Then secure the end. You are going to shape the petals a little with your fingers. Make sure you are gentle with them, otherwise you will distort the stitches even more. If you want, you can starch the earring. You can apply a little fabric stiffener so that the earring holds its shape, but I like the soft touch, so I'll just leave it like this only. So now we are going to weave in the ends. So for weaving in, just thread both the ends of the thread one by one in your tapestry needle, and we are going to pass it through a few stitches like this. We are going to go in one direction and then come back in the opposite direction, skipping one stitch like this. This is called zigzag weave in. This is the best way to weave in the ends because the ends get very secure when you weave in using this method. So repeat the same thing with the other end as well. Don't skip the weaving in part because it is very important if you want to use your earring for long without having any frustrations of the thread ends popping out of your earring. So it is a good idea to take a little time to do the weave in very nicely and securely. Just repeat the same thing with the other end as well. There, you are done with the earring. Make one more to complete the pair. You can make the earrings in the color choice, color preference of your choice, depending upon your style or whatever you want to pair the earrings with. These are very simple and elegant earrings, so they go with almost any kind of outfits. You can wear it with ethnic as well as you can wear it with the Western outfits, and this can be worn for different occasions. Like even you can wear them for a simple work day, or you can also wear them for a nice party or with an evening dress. So these are very versatile, and since we have used the metallic thread, you can see the pretty sparkle that they have. So make these earrings for yourself, and if you have any questions, please feel free to ask me in the comments. This is all from my side. I hope you enjoyed the tutorial as much as I enjoyed creating it for you. If you liked what you learned today, don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. And don't forget to hit that notification button so that you do not miss out on any of the new tutorials that I put out. I've done a lot of other hoop earring tutorials as well in the past, and I'm going to provide a link here on the top. You can click on that and you can check out the playlist that has a number of other hoop earrings. If you are into hoop earring, you'll definitely find some more patterns of your choice there. So this is all from my side today. Thank you so much for watching and happy crocheting. Bye bye.